can't believe Pixel, honestly. This person, Pixel Smixel, that I'm in a fight with right now, you know, that we're battling, doesn't even can you imagine, chat, that Pixel doesn't even recognize my gender identity? It's a real problem. No, I'm kidding. I love Pixel. In that vein, hey, Lil Pimpin', I'm glad that you've decided to be the first sacrifice of the day. Cool stuff. Why is Tennessee the best state? Could you elaborate? No, go ahead, my man. I'm really excited to hear your reasoning. You know, since you saw my stream title and decided to wander in. Jack Daniels. I don't drink normally, but Jack Daniels has been on my my off list for years, solely because I've oh, okay, there you go, Lil Pimpin'. Hey, thanks. I appreciate you being like full mask off. Makes it easier for don't ban him yet, mods. I know the inclination is there, but go. Hey, there's a guy that streams in a couple hours, looks kind of like me, has some soft-headed views about all this. Talk to him instead. He might understand this a little. He might be willing to engage with you on this woke company strategy that you have. Okay? But the rhetoric that you're spitting to me, I literally don't give a shit. Corporations are... I don't give a shit about any of your beefs. I don't care about the fact that you're apparently very upset with, no comment chick or whatever your fucking thing is. Please stop harassing people. All right? Or I'll consider to make it. I'll continue to make it my duty to make sure that every single one of your accounts gets scourged from fucking Twitch. How mad is this dude? It's just like he's been harassing Evie for days, and it's real. We'll see. How's Donald Trump doing? Jesus fucking Christ, are you okay? I gotta zoom in on this. Donald Trump, you doing all right, buddy? I've just learned through leaks in the mainstream media that after being under... Man, I'm not gonna read all this. I'm happy for you, though. What the fuck? This is... Well, you're definitely not mad. Okay, you know what? Yeah, Raven. I just like, this people with diabetes here in the U.S. How do you all feel about this? People that don't live in the U.S. Like, what do you think about this shit? That's for I imagine, what is that? A month? Is that a month worth of insulin? What is this? CDC says fully vaccinated people can stare at the blank pages before them. Open up a dirty window, let the sun illuminate the... Oh, this is new CDC guidelines. Okay. Let the sun illuminate the words they cannot find. Reach for something in the distance. So close they can almost taste it. Release the inhibitions and... Feel the rain on your skin. Oh. Good. Yeah. It's still a bad comment section, by the way. We're not gonna do it. Ah, man. Who would have thought that Cody Shody 2 years later still surprisingly prescient? Huh. Also, real quick, chat, while I got your ear, one more thing while we're talking about Israel Palestine for the day. Don't worry, we'll go into more about it tomorrow. Hey, the PC instead, or Chemical Ali, or anybody that might have been around their terror network, and just time and time again, we drop these fucking bunker busters and these strategic, drone bombings into these places, and we just ended up destroying, baby food factories and weddings and, places that people just fucking lived, I guess. It's almost like the IDF is currently just retreading the same thing, and time again, when it's proven wrong, when it's incorrect. And the way that he words it in that, I think, is one of the better ways to push it forward to more centrist-leaning folks. His and now is wait. Oh God, I hope it is.
And now, Ari Melber, rap genius, will.
I don't know who Ari Melber is. We're gonna watch the rest of the John Oliver stuff later, but that's good. TikTok just banned PragerU. Jubilees, hell yeah. Yeah, this is why I don't pay debt collectors, and so far have gotten away with it. That's only 200 Weeb alerts to cover your healthcare costs for a year. I don't see the big deal here. Well, no, it's so you got to multiply that Klingonsaurus because of Amazon's cut. So 400 Weeb alerts a year, and then you got to pump up those Weeb alert numbers.
It has nothing to do with being Jewish. It's because I stole this joke from Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Uh-huh.
Why are many American Jews and others in opposition to Israel's policies? According to Jewish Voice for Peace, there are humanitarian issues such as the over 250 Palestinian civilian protesters, 41 of whom were children, killed by Israeli forces during the Great March of Return, a mostly unarmed peaceful protest. There's also the charge that Gaza is an open-air prison where the Palestinian inhabitants are denied basic necessities such as
Yeah. Oh, that from a year ago, dude? I remember that. That was a conversation. I don't know. I stay out of the business of people that intentionally kind of stir things up for themselves. You know, there's a reason we broke with that community. It is what it is. I got no reason to rehash any of that. Yeah, Bitcoin crashed over 10K just today. Sure. Z Barlow considered the many Jews who are anti-Zionist. Well, there's self-hating Jews. Yeah, A Greens. Also, we got something from Trump, I guess.
May Allah awaken the people and help them to see the evil doings of Israel and the United States. May Allah.
Wait a second, damn. Well, Gotta think about that for a second. I didn't really expect that response out of.
And I can say that there has been a slight improvement over the course of its run. But for the most part, a lot of the problems I talked about in my original video still remain. And if I was to add anything else, it would be those crucial quiet moments I've talked about so much up till now are completely absent from this show.
Sure.
So, in terms of faults with Berserk, I'd have very few.
Yeah,
a lot of people criticize the pacing,
okay,
but I think this is more of a problem with the actual release schedule than the story itself. Rereading the infamously slow Guts on
like a light, slept through the flight, not for the night. 767, man, this shit got double veggie, man. I still got scores to settle, man. I crept down the block, made a right, yeah. Cut the lights, yeah. Made a price, yeah. Niggas think it's sweet, it's on sight, yeah. Nothing nice, yeah. Begging for my ice, Jesus Christ, yeah. Checks over stripes, yeah. That's what I like, yeah. That's what we like, lost my respect.
Oh shit! Oh no! The man in the middle has deleted his account. I imagine at this point, if he's seen that duo. Such devastation. All right.
I have always found it very, very fascinating how the very people who are like, we only speak English in this country, so we better not speak your language.
In which a person can experience the universe this way. A seeming dissolution of the self,
is Matt just
which allows one to
microdosing
experience,
like all the time
or
now?
at the very
Because I'm
least,
into it.
feel as though they are experiencing a sense of oneness with the cosmos, boundaryless, infinite, ineffable. Those who experience this state often report that it felt realer than real. Chapter 3. Don't try this at home.
Oh shit.
This state of consciousness can be achieved in many, many different ways. Through certain yoga practices, deep and skilled meditation, prayer, breathing exercises, fasting, sensory deprivation, ritualized injury, the list goes on. And also debatably through substantial doses of psychedelic drugs. Now, hold on a second. To say that drugs can induce a state of consciousness similar to a genuine mystical experience is controversial, to say the least. Others might use the word blasphemous. Religious leaders near unanimously reject the spiritual validity of this approach for a number of
ways. Hell, even Buffy does it at some point. It's just like an aspect of his storytelling, and it absolutely happens in the Nevers as well. And I think it's fine. I think it's a good turn in the storytelling, especially since the story as it stood was just starting to get a little boring. So I think it's good overall. Buffy literally ended with that expansion. Yeah, it did, Wilco. So did Dollhouse, because none of those organizations are supporting Hamas, you stupid piece of shit. they're supporting the Palestinian people. There's a marked difference between the two. But whatever you got to do to sell your fucking like lies, I guess.
And it sends a very powerful message. Do it again. Kill children. Kill.
You know the IDF's killing children, right, Alan?
Civilians, attack, commit war crimes. You'll prevail on this because of the anti-Semitism that stimulates.
Without electricity much of the time because Israel prevents it. Without the ability to fish in the Mediterranean Ocean because Israel prevents it. Without an airport or a seaport because Israel prevents it.
Get that shit, King.
Like Israelis, Palestinians also have a right to exist and to defend themselves. But there is no one willing to help them do that. Not the Israeli courts and not the U.S. government. What the U.S. also shares with Israel is the belief that Hamas, the political party that governs Gaza, is a terrorist.
Fucking cry. Fuck you, Craze, you disgusting piece of shit. Don't worry, I'll read it for the chat. I can be Jewish, I can have family there, and I can wish death on a population that targets their own people and puts their own people in path that leads nowhere but death. You disgusting piece of shit. You mask-off fucking monster. Fuck you to death. Alright? Go fuck yourself, you fucking maniac.
Would support the people seemingly protecting them from death via other people. So maybe we shouldn't encourage brash, drastic policies that only exacerbate an already volatile
Lord
situation.
Phoenix,
And sadly, now is the part of the episode where we have to talk about President. You see, the Trump administration is using claims of anti-Semitism to try to suppress criticism by making his own bed eat him.
That's true.
Utah Republicans, the Arizona Republicans of Utah, had proposed two similar bills, HB 0092 and HB 0302, but they died in the Senate. Rip in peace, you poor young hate legislation. Enjoy your time in bill hell. Hope Clinton doesn't get too handsy with you. In Montana, they've added a little extra spice to their proposed anti-trans. Outsiders using our bathrooms. Where have I heard this before? Oh, right. Earlier in the show when I talked about anti-trans bathroom bills. Did no one want to tell me my tie was like this? Like, what the hell? God. How embarrassing. The point of going through this old history is that A, it's not that old, and B, it's repeating itself forever on a loop like an Ouroboros made out of shit. The first
real scourge there. Oh, so now it's a crime to not be a bottom, huh? Yeah. Interesting realization. The fuck up, Wilco. We're gonna circle back. We got more. I got more gay shit from Reza to watch soon. But before we do, a couple more things, chat. First, we got Geraldo and PragerU on the same day. Yeah, I'm so confused. I thought I knew them. Oh man. Yeah, I guess PragerU's starting to come to terms with reality. I don't know. Finally, the biggest news of the day, chat. The scariest one. Multiple. Thank God for Brent Schur here. Breaking exclusive. Multiple sources
was still sidelined, even while beginning to organize with bi-specific organizations and activism or working with the gay movement. The gay community wouldn't acknowledge them, and straight people didn't even really know what a bisexual was unless they listened to David Bowie. According to Mark Wilkinson's research of the UK paper The Times, the word bisexual hadn't been so commonly used to refer to sexual orientation before the 1980s. He found that if you were talking about bisexuality, you were far more likely to be talking about some with their wives than the average heterosexual, and more sex with men than the average homosexual.
Whoa!
There's no citation for this. They're just making stuff up, I feel like. Like, this idea of the oversexed bisexual is so contrary to the modern idea of the bisexual disaster who doesn't know how to talk to anyone. It's wild. So now you've got the fear. Here's how to tell if your man might be a secret bisexual. If a man's eyes follow other men, be very cautious.
Oh, Christ. Oh, no.
Be suspicious if he seems intensely...
Man, that's all they're trying to do.
What?
Sir, you have a tool chest
Uh-huh.
next to your bed.
with a bottle of Vaseline on it. Have you found Narnia yet?
In the club.
No! Oh, shit! Oh, no! Oh, man. All right, what else do we have?
Hey, fascinating.
Do whatever I...
Okay. All right, cleaning things up. Here we go. Here you go, Weebs. This is for you. The rest of the day, you can...